Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to When Swami Vivekananda Saw Ma Kali with His Own Eyes, Hindu Academy. So, I'm trying to remember if I remember Swami saw Kali. I know Sri Ramakrishna did. That's the goddess that he prays to a lot, like really, really desperately. But I don't know if I ever heard Swami, whether he did or not. I think it was in a video of Swami Sarapriyananda that was talking about Swami Vivekananda. Anyways, let's go and get started. That's a lot. That's bright.
And with Ramakrishna, he had this tussle saying this mother goddess business, this idea of spirituality and all this you find with mother goddess, give it up. It's just your imagination. He would fight him all the time. Let me just tell you a little bit of an interesting story. At this particular juncture, Swami Vivekananda's father passed away. He was a very generous man, and because he was so generous, he had not saved much. Suddenly the family fell into financial difficulties. They did not have enough to eat in the house. And Vivekananda had younger brothers and two sisters. They were starving. And Vivekananda would not eat. If he had that much rice, he would just have a little bit because he knew that otherwise there was not enough for the family. Imagine this great fellow going through this severe financial hardship. Just finishing university, there was no job, no money, struggling. Then he thought, look, he's a practical guy.
Hold on, did it say he finished university? So, when I did the speech video of Swami Vivekananda, I assumed he had maybe homeschool or maybe basic teachings, because again, this was back in 18 something. I don't know what schooling was like back in the day. I assume, the basics, like basic math, basic language, basic history, just because things that you need for everyday things. You need to know how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, maybe. That's probably like the higher levels. Of course, English, you need to know how to write and read. You need to know how to communicate. And then like home ec, cook, clean. I don't know what else is out there, but I don't think like science, like chemistry was a thing back in the day, or astrology. Yeah, probably astrology, space stuff. I don't think those were like things that like people needed to know, like the more common folks. This is probably like high level college stuff where people are getting into astronomy or something like that. Or chemistry. It's not something that commoners would learn because it's not what they would go into. And plus, college, I think, in the day was expensive. So if you went to college, you had money. I always thought it was poor, but I did look him up, and I guess his family was kind of rich, which in this case seems like they gave it all away. I'm not sure, but I didn't know he went to college.
He thought this Ramakrishna is talking to Mother Goddess, and Mother Goddess can give anything and everything. Why not make use of that? So he went to Ramakrishna and said, you talk to the mother. Now, it's the first time he's talking, about Mother Goddess. First he was rejecting, it's just imagination. He said, you're talking about the mother. Can you do me a favor? Can you tell her to look after my financial position? I'm in serious trouble. You see, if we are in distress, we do everything. So this Narendra, Vivekananda said, let me just, maybe this will work out and my distress will go away. He said, look, Ramakrishna, you talk to the Mother Goddess and tell him to sort out my financial. You see, my family is in trouble. This Ramakrishna was equal, you can see the Guru and Shishya are both very, very, very sharp. Ramakrishna, look, you don't believe in my Mother Goddess, why should I bother? You go and ask her. So why should I take the responsibility? You go. You want to ask, you ask. Why should I go? He was equally rude like that. And then he said, well, look, if you are desperate, you do a lot of things, weird things. And he was desperate. You see, family was starving. He was desperate. He said, okay. So Ramakrishna, now, Mother Goddess will see you, like make an appointment, for him. Mother will see you very late night. You come on Saturday, Tuesday and Saturday are auspicious for Mother Goddess. Come very late, and she'll be waiting for you inside the temple. You can go and see her, and ask anything you want. So Narendra said, these are his words, because this whole recounted. So he said in his own word, he said, well, I said, I'm so desperate, and with a heavy heart, I went at night. There were little oil lamps burning in the temple garden, and he said, I went in, and Ramakrishna said, go, she's waiting. And he said, I started to go inside the temple. With a heavy heart, he's going to ask for money, and he's suffering and starving. And the Ramakrishna said, Mother Goddess will listen, and she's there. These are his words. He said, as I walked in, the hair on my body started to stand up. I felt I'm going in the presence of something very great and grand. Now you see, this is the grace of Ramakrishna. This boy doesn't even want to believe in the Mother God. He's just going out of desperation. There's a shot in the dark, and it was dark. Imagine you walk in a temple. Imagine, take yourself in his position, put yourself in his position. It's dark night. This is old Calcutta, little oil lamps flickering. And there's a Mother Kali, a fierce Mother Kali. And you're entering the temple, and you climb the steps, and you begin to feel that, you get a kind of a chill in your backbone, and your hair is beginning to stand up. You feel you're going in the presence of somebody, and you walk up. And slowly, there are little oil lamps in the temple, and you raise your eyes. Normally, you see the image of Mother Goddess in black stone. Here you raise your eyes, and instead of seeing black stone staring back at you, you see the real Mother staring at you. What would happen to you? This is what happened to poor Narendra. He said, the moment I looked up, I saw, oh dear, I'm in front of the Mother Goddess. The Mother of the universe is standing and smiling in front of me. He said, I was overwhelmed with tears of joy flowing. Imagine, this is what happened. Your fuses will blow. He said, I saw her with flowing eyes. I saw the Mother of the universe standing in front of me. I bowed down again and again. Then I came out of the temple and I went to Ramakrishna's room. He was waiting, smiling. I said, oh, thank you. Today I saw the Mother of the universe. I saw her, said Narendra. Ramakrishna, very good. Now, the reason why you went, do you remember why you went? You were supposed to ask for something. Did you ask for money? He said, When I saw her, I was so overwhelmed. I said, oh Mother, give me discrimination, Vivek. Give me vairagya, dispassion. Give me constant love at your feet. Make sure I never lose sight of your Mother. I kept asking that, and then I came out. I'm like, look, you did not go for all that. This is terrible. What can I do? It's too late now. Because I was so overwhelmed, this is all I could ask for. It's, don't worry. Go again. She's still waiting. Narendra said, now, money, money, money. Let's go in. He went in. Again he looked. Again he bowed down again and again. Oh Mother, give me nothing but dispassion and discrimination and love at thy feet. All this kind of drama, poetry flowing, with flowing eyes, came out again. Went to Ramakrishna. What happened? Look, I have great difficulty. It's like going to the king and asking for vegetables. When you go to a king, you don't ask for some minor trinkets. I can't ask for silly things, It's like so stupid that I can't ask for silly things. I had to ask for only these things would suit me. I couldn't ask for anything else. She's still waiting. Go, third time. Poor fellow went third time. However hard he would try to hang on to the idea of asking, he would have got whatever he wanted. He went in, came out again saying, I can't do it. I can't do it. And Ramakrishna smiled. He said, my boy, this is your caliber. You can never reduce yourself. So then Vivekananda said, this Ramakrishna can't get away. He's after all a sharp cookie. He said, look, it's all because of you. He blamed Ramakrishna. You made me forget. It's all your fault. So you ask now. He still won't let him go. She will listen to you, he said, and you can tell her, Naren needs money. So then Ramakrishna smiled and said, okay, your family will not starve from now on. There will be enough rice and cloth from now on in your family. They will not starve. That I can assure you. But no big palaces. And this is what happened. Now why am I bringing this story in? Here is a skeptic brought up in a Western atmosphere through Western philosophy who discards the idea of God with form. Here is this ancient India, if you like, this idea of God with form made visible, and here we see them interacting through this story of asking for money. But from that day onward, when Vivekananda used to talk about his master in the West, when he became very popular, he said, look, how can I ever criticize anybody worshipping God through images? I was sat at the feet of one man who managed to get the highest spiritual experiences by sitting and worshipping God in an image. So I can never put that down. You see the reconciliation. Whenever you want reconciliation of different ways of approaching spirituality, you need this process of reconciling. This idea of God is with form is not a mistake. It is also a very powerful tool the Hindus have discovered for many thousands of years, and we should not discard it because some Semitic people in the Middle East decided God without form. It's their business. We love the idea of God with form. Look, let me tell you how important it is to relate to the idea of God with form. Suppose I crack philosophy and we go on Asta, and a few people will do good stuff here. But suppose I do stories of Ram, stories of Krishna. Hundreds of thousands and millions will watch that. Philosophy is dry. Personalities are warm and loving, and you can relate to them. Philosophy, how can you relate to philosophy? You are stuck with it, but this one draws you. So this idea of relating ourselves to God with form is not something to be discarded. We discovered it. It's a wonderful, unique feature of Hinduism. Why should we discard it because the Westerners don't like it or because the Abrahamic religions don't like it? Why should we discard it? And again, you see the reconciliation in the life of Vivekananda and this interaction with the Ramakrishna.
Okay. This story sounds familiar. But I didn't know, maybe I just forgot, but I didn't know Swami Vivekananda followed Kali. I know Shri Krishna did, Shri Ramakrishna, because I remember the story about him, it's probably going to stick in my mind forever, about him, desperately crying and praying and, wanting Kali to come back. I do wonder why Kali, though. I don't remember, if I remember the story, why Kali specifically. Because I guess he wanted the image of the god to be a motherly god. Maybe that? But why did Swami Vivekananda see Kali? Is it just because it was of Sri Ramakrishna's god? Anyways, there's not really too much to say. I was kind of curious about this one. Like I said, did Swami Vivekananda follow Kali? I think so. After that experience, I'm assuming he's a follower of Kali now. But let me know. A follower, maybe just a believer, but perhaps not a follower of Kali? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, that's my reaction to when Swami Vivekananda saw Ma Kali with his own eyes. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.